Hi everyone, welcome back to Groove and Floor. My name's Heather, if you've not moved with me before. Today we've got a mat only full body workout with an extra focus on upper body, core, shoulders, obliques. I am using a set of wrist weights. They are 1 kg each, so on the heavier side. If you do want to use some, feel free. If not, body weight is always an option as well. Listen to your body, take breaks when and if you need, and come and join me in a tabletop position. Bring your hands and knees onto your mat. Stack shoulders over the wrists, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, and the gaze to the sky. Exhale, press your mat away around through the spine, the shoulders. Inhale, belly drops, chest lifts. Exhale, press your mat away. Just finding these cat-cows in your own time. Take a moment to see how your body's feeling today, your energy levels. And then just start to take some circles round with the head, neck, hips. Maybe shifting the weight into the wrists, back into the heels. And just reverse those circles in your own time, creating space through the body. Now bring yourself back to neutral. Reach your right hand up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, thread the hand underneath your left arm. Just hold it here, finding that stretch through the shoulders, the thoracic spine. If you want a deeper stretch, maybe walk your left hand towards the front of the space, pressing onto your right shoulder a little bit further. Walk your hand back towards the shoulder. Press yourself up, reach your right hand up to the sky. Pressing it back down. Inhale, left hand reaches up to the sky. Exhale, thread that arm underneath. Placing your left shoulder and ear down to the mat. Maybe right hand walks forward to deepen that twist and stretch. See how this side feels compared to your first side. Walking your hand back underneath the shoulder. Press yourself away. Left hand to the sky. Beautiful, bringing it back down. Tuck both of your toes and then send the hips up towards the sky, finding your downward facing dog. Just start to pedal through the feet here if that feels good. Creating heat through the calves, the hamstrings. Pulling your shoulders away from your ears, pressing your palms from the mat. Last 3, 2, and last one. Just hold it here. Start to bend the knees and hover them off your mat, finding your bear plank. Tap your knees lightly down. Exhale, lift the knees. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Beautiful. Just working up the shoulders, the core. Really think of your lower abs creating that lift rather than shifting the weight back into your feet, your hips, which is sometimes what I see. Pressing into your knuckles and the front of your hands. Good. Holding it in 5. In 4. Last 3. 2. Last one. Hold it here. Reach your left hand to the sky as you twist the knees towards the left. Bring your hand back down, knees through center, open up to the right. Just working up the shoulders a little bit further. Getting into that twist of the hips, the spine. You can move slowly here, spending a little bit longer on each side if you need, or it can be a little bit quicker or more dynamic. Just whatever feels good. Good. Last 4. Meet me in center in 3. And 2. Last one here, hold it in center, just a static hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lower the knees, untuck the toes. We'll get started into our floor. So when you're ready, turn to face the left. Bring your right knee underneath your hip. Left leg is extending nice and long. Your hands are coming in towards the temples. Elbows are wide, spine is long. Slightly tuck the tailbone, pull the belly towards the back of the spine. Inhale, side bend towards your mat. And then exhale, stack shoulders on top of hips. Inhale, side bend towards the mat. Exhale, stack shoulders on hips. Good. So straight into our main block. Left leg is long. All 5 toes are turning towards their long part of your mat. Right knee is underneath your hip. Elbows wide, hands to temples. If this does feel quite intense on the shoulders at any point, option to bring your hands in towards the chest. Now with that side bend, I want you to really imagine there's a wall in front and behind you. So as you side bend, think less about the chest dropping forward or the bum sticking back, and like you're trying to fit in between those 2 panes of glass. We are adding that next layer in. 3. Left oblique should start to get a little bit warmer. It's working hard to bring our shoulders back on top of our hips. Next time you side bend, hold it there. Extend both arms nice and long. Bring your hands back to the temples, then restack. Inhale, side bend. Arms extend long into a T shape. Hands to temples, and then restack. Yeah, so obviously if you're working with that extra resistance from the wrist weights, your arms will fire up quite a lot here. If you're on body weight, maybe you'll be focusing more on the obliques here. As you extend your arms long, think about your shoulders pulling away from your ears and your arms reaching out wide to the sides. Maybe your right hand touches that mat, that is okay. Now really focus on lengthening the spine as well as you side bend. So think head reaches away from your hip. Good. Adding on in 3. In 2. On your next one. Next time you extend your arms long, can you hold it there? Place your right hand on your mat, then carefully step your right leg behind your left. Find your side plank. Lower the knee down underneath your hip. Hands come to temples, and then we restack. So one side bend. Extend your arms long. Hand finds your mat. Step your right leg back. Full side plank lift. Lower the knee. Hands to temples, then restack. That is your floor for now. Now I love to focus on fluid layers in my classes. If you've ever come to my in-studio ones, you'll probably have recognized that a lot. It's a part of my signature style, I'd say. Now with that connection of the layers, try and seamlessly connect them as smooth as you can. So always working on functional movement, how we move in everyday life. And you're keeping that right hand on your mat underneath the shoulder. This is super important. It's going to help with that stability, help you feel stronger on that side plank. Good. Last layer coming in 3. In 2. On your next one. When you find your side plank, can you hold it there? Start to bend your knees, shift the weight towards your feet, sweep the hand towards the left ankle. Bring yourself back to your side plank. Lower the knee, hands to temples, restack. It's getting hot. That is your full combo. On that side plank, you're bending the knees, shifting the weight from your feet, from your hands to your feet, sweeping your hand towards your left leg, and then bringing it back through center. I don't know about you, but my shoulders are starting to fatigue quite a lot, especially that top one. Left shoulder has to work super hard here, because it's pretty much staying in constant tension throughout, holding it long to the sky. Remember, these layers are always optional as well. If one doesn't feel good for you at any point throughout these classes, just strip it back. Find one that did feel good and stay there. We're all here for different reasons, whether it's to switch our mind off from the day that's happened, or just to work and move our body. Just listen to your body. What does it need right now? Heart rate should be creeping up. Maybe you're sweating. It's very hot in London right now for the first time in months, and I'm sweaty. Good. We are holding that side bend in 3. In 2. Next time you find your side bend, can you hold it there to start to pulse that chest up an inch, down an inch. Maybe arms extend long. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, back to your side plank, final push. Bend the knees, sweep the hand to the left ankle, back to the side plank. Good, bend, shift the weight from the hands to the feet. Exhale, back to your side plank, good. Really trying to keep your arm as long as possible as you transfer the weight. Breathe, you've got 5. You're doing amazing, nearly there, 4. Final 3. Can your hips go higher for 2? Last tuck here. Go back to your side plank hold. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lower your knees down. Bring your hands on your mat. Just take a little shake out of the wrists. Well done. Whew. Heart rate is up, and I'm sweating straight away. All right, once you're ready, we're going to come into a little bit of back work before we repeat that block again. So when you're ready, just lie on your tummy. Bring your hands on top of one another. Allow your head to rest on your hands. Legs can glue together. Squeeze the glutes. Press the pubic bone down to your mat and lift the belly button away. So pubic bone down, belly away. That's going to help us engage that core. Shoulders are heavy. Elbows are pulling apart. Inhale. Exhale, lift your chest and your arms away from your mat, back extension. Inhale, lower the head back down. Exhale, we lift the chest and the hands away. Inhale, we lower. Good. As always, moving straight into our next block. Short and quick workouts with me, but always moving. My favorite type of workout. Short, spicy, and sweet. Good. Now with your back extensions, really focus on length. So sometimes what I see a lot in my classes is dipping into the lower back and really arching the spine. Instead of that, think of your crown of the head reaching forwards and your feet reaching back. You might only get a few inches off that mat, that is okay. And really press the pubic bone down as you lift the chest away. Adding on in 3. And 2. Next time you lift, can you lift your legs away from your mat? Maybe the thighs peel off. And then lower back down. Exhale, lift, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, you lower. So as you're finding that lift, think you're trying to create a C shape with your body. It's like a banana. Maybe the thighs lift, maybe they don't. That is okay. Last layer in 3. And 2. On your next one, can you hold that lift? Squeeze your elbows in towards your ribs. Find a little bit more range through the chest. Bring them back through center and then lower everything down. Exhale, you lift. Elbows pull back towards the ribs. Bring your hands through center, lower back down. So working into that lat pull down, kind of like cactus arms. So finding that engagement through your upper back here. Rhomboids, lats, and the rear delts. Everything that helps us with our posture, keeping us upright, chest open and proud. If at any point it feels too intense with the legs, with that elbow squeeze, just go back to that head and that arm lift. Really imagining you're being pulled apart as you lift. Adding on in 3. Holding it high in 2. On your next one, can you hold that lift? Just that elbow squeeze. Bring them in, back through center. Good, you squeeze, back through center. You've got 5. Last 4. For 3. Hold in 2. Last one, hold that squeeze. Extend your arms behind you, flip your palms, pulse your hands up and up. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring your hands onto your mat. Push back into a child's pose. Just reset the body here. Take a breather. Beautiful, and release. Ready, second side of that side floor. When you're ready, bring your left knee now on your mat underneath your hip. Right leg is up. Bring all 5 toes, so they're facing the long edge of your mat. Hands come to temples, elbows wide. Shoulders on top of hips, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly back to the spine. Inhale, side bend towards the left. Exhale, stack shoulders on hips. Beautiful. Inhale, side reach. Exhale, stack. Last part of our workout. Take it nice and slow for the first few reps. Just find that correct alignment, that form. That right leg is long. Your left knee is directly underneath your hip. And those 2 panes of glass are back in front and behind you. Chest stays in line with the ribs and the hips. Remember, second side is sometimes where that form wants to slip because we're tired. We get a little bit more fatigued this side. Just take it slow and move at your own pace. Adding on in 3. In 2. On your next one, start to extend both arms nice and long. Bring the hands back to the temples, then restack. Good, you side bend. Arms grow long. Hands to temples, then restack. As you extend your arms, create that T shape through the arms. Trying to get your hands on top of the shoulders. One straight long line. Maybe you're feeling the shoulders and the right oblique switch on. Play around with that range. Maybe you lift the head a little bit further away from your hip, finding extra length through the spine. Adding on in 3. In 2. Next time you extend your arms, hold it there. Place your left hand onto your mat. Step your left foot back behind your right. Find that full side plank lift. Lower the knee down. Hands lift off the mat to temples. then restack. One side bend. Extend the arms. Left hand finds your mat. Shift the weight into the hand as you step the leg behind your right. Left knee lowers. Hands to temples. Then restack. So starting to find that transition between that side bend, side kneeling position into that side plank. Remember, we're trying to connect those layers as seamlessly as possible. So how smooth can you make that step back? I already noticed this side feels way more clunky than that first side. Probably because my left shoulder is a lot weaker than my right. So just notice it. Remember, it's always good to notice the imbalances in our body, see which side needs a little bit more attention and work. Last layer in 3. In 2. On your next one, we start to add that knee tuck on that side plank. When you get there, you bend the knees, shift the weight from the hands to the feet, sweep the hand to the right ankle, bring it back through center, hands to temples, then restack. One side bend, hand lowers down. Step your leg back, side plank. Bend the knees, knee tuck. Back to your plank. Knee lowers, hands to temples. Restack. That is your flow. Enjoy it. I always try and get into a little bit of flow state in my flows. I think because they're so fluid, I always get into a little bit of a trance with it. Enjoy that movement, that functional flow, especially the shift from your hands to your feet on that knee tuck. Don't know about you, but it feels really good in my body. See if you can tap your right calf with that hand as you find that knee tuck. Good. You are going to go back that side blend in 3. Just those pulses coming in 2. Next time you find that side bend, can you hold it there? Little pulse, up an inch, down an inch, up and down. Maybe you extend your arms. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Left hand finds your mat. Final time. Step your leg back, side plank. Bend the knees, knee tuck. Exhale back to your side plank. Inhale, bend. Exhale, side plank. Good. Keep it going. We are pulsing the hips in 6. In 5. Last 4. Keep breathing for 3. Last 2. Last okay. Back to your side plank, hold. Pulse the hips. 8, 7, 6. High plank in 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Back to your high plank. I said back. Come into your high plank. Little combo. You shoot the bottom back. Nose hovers off the mat. Back to your high plank. 2 shoulder taps. That's your final little combo to finish this whole block. 1 shoot back, high plank, 2 shoulder taps. Tying into that shoulder stability. Work we found in the plank. Not long here. 20 seconds. It can go slow, it can go a little bit more dynamic, cardio if that's what you need. Last 10. High plank hold in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your next high plank. Final hold. Last 8, 7. Breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lower the knees down and tuck your toes. Press back into a child's pose straight away. Just let that heart rate settle. Allowing your breath to deepen. Walk your hands over to the left. Right hand stacks on top. And then press your right shoulder and ear down to the mat. Well done. Just notice how you're feeling after that session. Notice your energy levels. Walk your hands through center, over to the right. Left hand stacks on top, left shoulder presses down. Beautiful. Bring your hands through center. Shift the weight forward and just shuffle your right leg forward, coming into a pigeon stretch. Untuck the back toes, maybe hands stay on the mat. If you want a deeper stretch through the hips, maybe forearms lower down. If you don't know by now, I love a pigeon stretch. Feels so good on the hips and the glutes. Beautiful. Bring your hands back to your mat. Tuck the back toes. Shuffle your right leg back. Left foot forward this time. Shuffle the heel away from your hip to get into the glute a little bit further. And tuck the back toes. Maybe forearms lower. Maybe head lowers. Beautiful. Bring your hands onto your mat. Tuck the back toes. Shuffle the left heel back. Start to shift your weight forward, dropping the pelvis down, coming into your cobra. So chest is lifting. Maybe gaze lifts. Getting that extension through the spine. Maybe you take a look past your right shoulder. Back through center, over to the left. Back through center. Shift your weight back into your heels. Find a comfortable seat. And just take one big inhale as you stretch the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer into the chest. And just take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. Thank your body for all that it's done for you. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that workout. And let me know what you'd like to see next. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, it really helps grow and build our community and my channel. And I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you soon for the next workout. Bye-bye. Thank you.